Giving public talk is still not something I used to, and I get still very, very nervous. And whenever I get this nervous, I tell myself this one thought. Even if I go up there and say something so stupid, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be executed. Right? And that is the beauty of living in a free country. Thank you. I was born in the darkest place in the world. My home country, North Korea, they don't even have electricity in the 21st century. And I come to America, and there's so many people worry about climate change and worrying about pollution. And I would ask them, why don't you move to North Korea? Because we have Earth Day every day. We have no pollution whatsoever. Growing up in North Korea, I actually had no clue the world like this existed. Growing up, my daily life was hating you guys, hating American bastard. Even in my school, in my math textbook, the problem sets were like this. There are 4 American bastards. You killed 2 of them. How many American bastards left to kill? I love you too. Now I became one of you. I became American bastard myself. Thank you. That's why Kim Jong-un hates me now. Growing up in North Korea, my daily life was very different than this. I grew up surviving, eating every day grasshoppers, dragonflies, eating plants. And there were people who were dead on the streets from starvation, and it was like looking at a tree. I came to America to study at Columbia University, and I remember my professor were telling us, be angry, stay outraged, because capitalism is so evil. And I was thinking, are you a psychopath? You live in the best country in human history. The country that so-called socialist paradise, as you can see me, I'm on a 5-inch high heel. North Koreans are on average 5 inches shorter than South Koreans because of malnutrition. Many North Korea who are 4'10" have to go serve in the military more than 10 years. Women for 7 years. And this is another thing that I get so saddened to see in America. They say, by these Columbia University professors and smart people in the mainstream media saying that humans are disease, that we are hurting our Mother Earth. And this anti-human sentiment is the face of Marxist North Korea. When the North Koreans were dying in the 90s, when I was a toddler, by the man-made famine, the people asked Kim Jong-il that, dear leader, there are people dying from starvation. He literally said to them, it's easy to do socialism when there are less people. It's easy to control them. That's why they hate human beings, because it's hard to control if there are too many of us. And now, when I was 13 years old, I could not find any food. And when I was escaping from North Korea, unfortunately, I did not even know what the word free was. I was not escaping for freedom. I was just merely searching for a bowl of rice. When I got to China, when I was 13 years old in 2007, I was sold as a sex slave. And 2 years of my slavery, I was rescued by Christians from South Korea. Thank you. And they told me to walk across frozen Gobi Desert into Mongolia in 2009 when I was 15 years old. And that's how I became free, by walking across the frozen Gobi Desert. I went to South Korea, and now I came to America. And actually, the first place that I came to America was Tyler, Texas. Thank you. And this is now, I'm fighting for America, because there are so many people. One, this idea of collectivism, equality of outcomes, and the state takes care of every aspect of your life. And I got to see that in the first thing, because I was living in New York, dealing with these all-American elites. I asked my classmates in the university, asked them, why do you hate capitalism so much? And they said, in their purple hair, by the way, on their laptop, on their Lululemon yoga pants, on their green juice detox, telling me that capitalism is the worst thing that's ever existed. And they said, because capitalism creates inequality, and there are homeless people, and there are billionaires. I was thinking, do you know, without capitalism, who do you think makes a purple hair dyeing for you? Right, when I came to America, the very first place that I went was Walmart. Back then, I wanted to be a blonde. I went to one day get a hair dyeing. And then recently, I even went to CVS to pick up my lipstick. There are 20 different shades of nude color. The color that I picked was Nude Fury. Lipstick color named Nude Fury. In capitalism, you have options, right? The people business compete to please your need. And without capitalism, none of things that we have would exist. And they were saying the sign of evil is the homeless people. And I was thinking, what do you mean that you have a right not to work? In North Korea, do you know if you choose not to work and be homeless, what happens? They send you a prison camp. They rape you, they torture you, they beat you. You have no right to work. So homelessness is not a sign of injustice, it's a sign of freedom. And the actual evil is poverty, not inequality. Now I'm a mother of a 5-year-old toddler in North Korea. Thank you. I'm obsessed feeding him because I was starved all my life. And he loves having snacks, having fruits, have milk, have steak. In North Korea, children eat mud. And if you eat mud, eventually you cannot go to the bathroom and you die. And usually parents, when they cannot give their children anything, they let their children eat the mud because that would be the last thing they would eat on earth. So, one last thing I want to tell you is that this country is a miracle. The people who never built a nation, they don't know what it takes to build a free country like this because they don't understand it. They want to destroy it. And the people like us who understand how unusual our way of life is, I hope you can join me to fight for America. Thank you, everyone.